Hello and welcome to the Sweaty the Farmer and the news! I wish there were more nice news. Oh my god! This is our weekly show where we discuss some of the most important news in the gaming world. I am the Loin Gamer, the Sweaty.
And I am Lucho the Farmer. Thanks for coming together this week to check out the relevant news.
The relevant news. So, in the docket we have Evil Online cancelled after Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and other games withdrawal from over abuse allegation. Twitch streamer Byron Reckful Bernstein dies at 31 years old, and race to clear the Division 2 new raid, married by cheating accusations. So, Evil Online has been cancelled because his CEO, Mr.
What is Evil Online?
Evil Online is the biggest fighting competition that there is.
Oh.
Yes, where Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, big events, war events. There is Smash Brothers, I think, too. So it's a big competition where all these tournaments of fighting games came about.
Got it.
Yeah, so of course this year, because of the current not nice situation, it was gonna happen online, right? With all the things that online spoils. But his CEO, what is his name? Joe Queller, was apparently sexually abusing teenage boys in a known arcade and golf and mini golf.
That sounds just
where a lot of like
wonderful.
this, where a lot of these like new fighting players were going to like practice, and it was like an arcade mini golf, very popular. So they first suspended him, and then by Friday they fired him officially. But by then, all the associated games of the Evo Online tournament, because it's an organized tournament, right? But the games are the feature there. Like, the games are not tied in any shape, way, or form to be in the tournament, right? The Evo Online people just organize the tournament, and then the games tell you, all right, yeah, you can feature my game, blah, 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 and they give you the permission, right? And now they redraw all the permissions and all the ties with the Evo organization because over sexual misconduct. So I think we have a trend here.
Man, that sounds right.
Right. So how many sexual miscreants are we gonna find in the midst of the game, like industry association?
A lot.
Apparently a lot. So this is a very big blow for, of course, the Street Fighter, or like the fighting games.
Is it though?
Competitive scene, yeah, because Evo was the biggest event in their scene. It's like, I don't know. It's like if the what is the biggest event in terms of competitiveness in World of Warcraft, for example?
It depends. Probably the world.
The World first race or
the
Mythic Plus competition?
No, definitely a raid race.
Well, imagine if the people who organized the World Race got cancelled because of the organization, because of the Blizzard telling them not to.
But there is no organization that organizes the race.
Right, I know. I'm portraying.
It just happens.
I'm portraying an imaginary situation to give you a contrast of why it is so bad. Because there is a lot of like professional fighting game people who realize on the money that the tournament gives them for living expenses and blah blah blah. Besides, they they have their own, like, of course, the Twitch and the stuff. They create content, but the big scene showcase where they shine is the big EVO online, the big EVO competition.
Sure, as a platform, for sure, but I don't think their income is the winning prize.
Fair enough, yeah, but it's a big part of it. Like it is.
I don't even think it's a big part of it.
You don't even think that it's a big part?
No, they probably get more money from.
Of course, no. In
partnerships.
Yeah, I'm not talking about in monetary stuff, but in kind of like PR stuff, like showcasing new players. Or like if you're up and coming, that's the tournament when you want to go and do well. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
If it's the biggest one, it is a shame, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. So what do you think about the cancellation and the misconduct and everything else? Man,
it's fine.
Why?
It's the right thing to.
It's the right thing to do. Yeah. Everybody just like dropped them like a hammer. After all the Twitch stuff, the meta stuff, it's like time to burn witches apparently.
I wouldn't put it that way. That is the wrong way to put it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. All right. It's time to come forward or it's time for a reckoning, I will say.
Not even that. Like, if all of this is a symptom of a systematic change,
yeah,
it's all good. So that's what I wouldn't. It is not a witch hunt, like in any way. Because this is the right thing to do. So I definitely wouldn't use those words.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Jesus. Yeah. Now, there's a bunch of updates on the actual news that more companies besides Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, but Capcom with all the crossover Capcom games, and other companies just withdraw from the EVO organization.
So that's fine. It sounds like the right thing to do, so I applaud.
Yes.
All the game developers for stating, for making their voices sound by withdrawing their games from an organization.
Yeah, and for taking like a quick stance and like a quick action to react to this sort of stuff. Yeah.
And as long as this is showing signs of some kind of systematic change, that's all good. Yeah,
it definitely feels like in every...
it's hard to tell. I really hope so. And like losing tournaments of like organizations, people will come together and build new organizations and build new tournaments. It's not like the fighting scene is gonna go anywhere because it's not built by a person.
Yeah,
it is the community.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
I still feel
that's what I'm saying. I don't care. Like, if an organization goes down, that is not the community.
Yeah, you're right. I still feel for the preparation that the participants were doing and all the time invested to prepare for the big event, and the fact that it's been outright canceled. That is it. I feel for those people. But you're right.
I don't, because I really like even like even if all I care was about the money, I'm pretty sure most pro players get more money from like partnerships and like that kind of stuff more than a single prize,
like a single event. Yeah. But it still was like it was a constant on terms of the fighting game competitiveness.
Change is good. That's you shouldn't attach that much value to a single event.
All right, fair enough. Anything else about this kind of stuff getting into the limelight?
No, it sounds like I was reading the news about some of the allegations, and it seemed it was a pretty messed up individual.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's rough, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the victims can come forward and take away power from these people.
Fair enough. Yeah, we encourage much more people to stop being silent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Moving on to other news. This week we lost Twitch streamer Mr. Byron Reckful Bernstein, 31. He died by suicide, and the WoW community felt a very big loss because he was like pioneer on Twitch. He was there from the beginning. He opened up the space for more diverse Twitch stream content. He was very representative in the PvP scene of World of Warcraft, especially like apparently around Wrath of the Lich King. He was one of the biggest one in that expansion.
He was the
PvP, right? PvP dude. And a lot of people took like inspiration for the type of content and the type of things that he did, and apparently he was like very, very, for the people who knew him or had interactions with him, was a very cool dude, and yeah, very nice. And he did spoke out that he really spoke about like him struggling with depression and mental health and the pressure of Twitch and Twitter and being a personality in the WoW community and that sort of stuff. But what do you think, Lucho?
That mental health issues are a serious thing.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be taken lightly.
Yeah.
But it's hard to sometimes when you're the one suffering from them to seek help.
Yeah, that is correct. So there was like a lot of people speaking about this, and it was like, look, if you like what I found very interesting what they like all say in general. Like, look, if you play this game, World of Warcraft, and you are in a guild, or you are in you're playing the actual game, you probably have a lot of friends inside those organizations, those guilds and that stuff, that are willing to at least hear you or try to help you. Like, you will be surprised at the kindness of electronic friends in World of Warcraft, like generally. So if you personally are suffering from something like that, depression, mental health, or you have a problem, it's good to like tell somebody, speak, tell like you're not feeling well, so you can stop these kind of things. But that's the nice thing. Like, all the WoW community was like, look, if you're in that situation, you generally are surrounded by people who are at least willing to listen to you for a while.
Yes and no. Like, just like, let's be honest, the WoW community is a very toxic community.
Fair.
And being a public figure in such a toxic environment can be really taxing, especially if you're already dealing with like mental health issues. So
yeah.
So it is a hard position to, yeah.
Is it that toxic, the WoW community in general? It is really right?
I don't know if you know, there was this big female streamer, Panzer.
This sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
She was like a really big public figure / streamer, content creator on the WoW community.
Yeah.
And she basically retired from YouTube. I don't want to say that it's like you can Google for some of her tweets or the stuff, and it's basically saying that it's not healthy. It wasn't healthy for her to be dealing with all the shit that people were giving her, and like people are really toxic, and they're just against like female streamers and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the internet is an awful place.
Yeah, being a Twitch stream figure is kind of difficult in terms of mental strain.
Is the worker community toxic? Yes, it is toxic.
All right, fair enough. So are we fortunate to find like, or are the majority of these the content creators that spoke this way are like fortunate to have like fairly nice guilds and that sort of stuff?
I mean, it's just that sometimes when you're dealing with depression and those kind of things, just having people around you sometimes is not enough.
Fair enough.
And handling mental health is a really sensitive thing, because not all people who are dealing with depression feel comfortable talking about it, not even their closest friends.
Sure, yeah. So
it's not just having people around you. It can be more difficult than that. I don't know if... all I'm saying is that it changes from person to person and from case to case.
All right, I'll take that. So,
I'm just saying, like, mental health is a difficult topic to dive into, and it is different for each person, and it affects different each person. So
yeah, but like we encourage people in general to like seek help.
Oh, absolutely.
In any shape, way, or form, even through like a professional or to friends or whatever you feel more comfortable doing it, but. Don't just like stay on the thing. And well, it's a shame, but
it is. He was one of the biggest, I guess, personalities in the WoW community.
Yeah.
They just saw all the. There were a bunch of like in-game memorials.
Did they? No, I didn't see that. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So, like, I think the day after the news came out,
there
were people gathering in Stormwind and Orgrimmar as a form of memorial. And I think there's even an NPC dedicated to him. Like, not because of what happened.
Yeah.
But just, like, there is an NPC dedicated to him, I think in BFA.
Really?
Yep.
Cool. Well, you're immortalizing the game, my friend. So.
Yeah, so there were memorials in both capital cities, and there were also gatherings to pay respects to the NPC that immortalized him.
No, that's nice.
And just to be clear, the developers put the NPC a long time ago. I mean, not a long time ago, but like it's not from this.
Yeah, it's not because of this. It was because he was like a very good, like he was very big influencer.
He's such a huge figure in
the community. Well, he will be missed. I hope he's in a better place. Something else to say about this, Lucho?
Not really. Like there are a lot of a lot of tools for getting help with depression and mental health issues.
Yeah.
So as we said before, we encourage everyone to seek help.
Yes. All right, and on our last news of this week, race to clear the Division 2 new raid, which is Iron Horse operation, marred by cheating accusations. So how did this happen? After the raid was released, one of the biggest creators in the race, Marco Style, was discussing it in the Twitch stream with his friends. And he said that there was a leaked document with all the raids mechanics that were given to them secretly through Discord. And it was being studied for with them at the team before the actual race started. So now they're discussing if this is considered, because it was a leaked document, if this is considered cheating or not, because they were like not abusing any mechanics in the game, not doing anything weird.
There is no discussion. It was information that was not available to everyone, so it was not a fair competition.
Yeah, it was apparently public in a. Since then it was made public, but. Yeah.
It is cheating. What are you talking about? Like, there is no gray line on this.
Yeah. So, Ubisoft is not doing anything about it. They just saying like they were disappointed, and that they knew that the document existed, but they didn't know that it got like leaked about it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they were not expecting that kind of document to get leaked.
But they say that it wasn't like something like Ubisoft said that it wasn't something like widespread, like not everybody had access to this document.
That is even worse.
And to the point that they haven't put they usually do the portrait in the White House for the first team to raid, and they haven't even put it on. Because it's discussing this thing. So did they cheat with the leaking information of all the raids mechanics?
Of course.
Because they have like previous information?
Yes. If it is not information that was meant to be released to everyone, that means that there was a small group of people or a specific team who had an unfair advantage.
Yes.
Is that cheating?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's where the discussion ends. Like, did they have an unfair advantage? The answer is yes. Then yes, it is cheating.
Yeah. Well,
that's all. Because for example, in WoW, like usually. Like at least the heroic mechanics are known to everyone before the raids are released.
Mm-hmm.
So like the teams get to know the mechanics and if they like even practice them in beta and all that kind of stuff. Like there are some secret mechanics and some that are kept only for Mythic as a surprise.
Yeah.
But as long as like the information is there for everyone, so anybody interested in taking part of the competition can go get the information and study.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And like it is well known for everyone in the community that the information is there.
Correct.
And not like a completely different thing is like
nobody knew
if a document was leaked.
Yeah.
And like a small group of people or like a team got some advantage, which just knowing the mechanics is a huge advantage because you can prepare.
Because you can prepare and plan for what to do and what mechanics. Like it's not like you discover the mechanics with. Of course, it shaves like time out of your run, especially in a race of warfare, right? You actually like to observe what to do, to see what are the clues, and then the execution. But if you already know the mechanics beforehand, you have plenty of time to like prepare and plan, and then your run will be super efficient. Yeah. There were some teams who did like times closer to these guys, and on top of that, Ubisoft is saying that the document leak doesn't come from Massive directly, so it's not a Massive leak document what they observed, but that they're investigating what happened. If it was like somebody inside the team that leaked the information to somebody else, or that they could like unpack a pre-patch build or something like that. So it's been like even weirder. Yeah.
In so many ways.
Yeah. So it's been even weirder.
But even still, like if you're a prominent team in the community, as these guys are, and you get a hold on this type of information, isn't the right thing to ask questions? Like, at least, like, get in touch, send a mail to developers and tell them, like, hey,
this got leaked.
Get this.
But that's the question. Well, what is the correct thing to do? I think the correct thing to do is make it public straight away.
No, the correct thing to do is
like
contact the developers and ask them, okay, is this supposed to be in my hands?
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
It is not about making it public or not.
Well, the question is like, once you have the information leak and it's been passed to you, and it's like you tell to the developers.
Yeah, and they can take action.
Like, well,
they can do whatever they decide to. Like,
there
are many things that they can do to deal with it.
They could like delay.
They can make the information available to everyone if they so desire. They can postpone the release of the raid and change the mechanics.
Yeah.
They can do. They have options, but
have these ever happened? How does raid? That is the raid information for World of Warcraft is public?
Yes.
Before the race starts, like all the mechanics and stuff. There's always like
not
secret mechanics, right? There's always like secret mechanics, right?
There are secret mechanics.
Is there like before in any race in World of Warcraft have been like leaks about the secret mechanics or something like that?
Not that I'm aware.
All right.
But there has been other types of controversies around
the Warface race, right?
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
Bosses being overtuned and unfair encounters and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, fair enough.
But as far as I know, I have not heard of any.
Not even the Destiny 2 raids are never like released before. None of the information has been released. They put previews, but there's some mechanic and that sort of stuff like. And I think kind of sours the entire event, right?
Yes, of course it does.
Yeah, it's like there's no point if you already know like what is the competition there to try to discover the raid. And I was actually surprised that this race took way faster than the first raid. Maybe it was why. Maybe they say Massive saying that not everybody got access to the document, but they don't know who got access to the document. That the only one who came forward was this team, this streamer.
Yeah.
So, man, what a week!
I mean, that just like if that kind of thing happens, then the community is like the attitude that the community will take is probably like, oh, then who cares?
Yeah.
Like if the competition is not fair, then what is the point of following the competition?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like it's bad timing. Like we've been waiting. The community of Division 2 have been waiting forever for the second raid. Right? They've been delaying it, and they were like there was a lot of hype around the raid, and now this happens, and it's just like everything going sideways. right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, even the people who use the information, they're not making. Like, it is a selfish act.
Yeah.
To abuse the leaked information.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because who does benefit from that?
No, nobody, because it was public. If it wasn't like not disclosed, maybe it was like, oh yeah, you got the world rate first and faster, and got the prize or the recognition.
What do you mean?
Like that's the thing. That's the only way for you to get benefit from like doing something like that, right? Get the recognition from doing it first, and that's it.
Yeah, but like, come on, like if you know that you get the world's first because you had an unfair advantage, that cannot feel good.
Yeah, still a competition.
No. Winning by cheating, what is the point?
Yeah, but that's
like when you think of it, like the money kind of occurs.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, you know that you cheated.
Yes.
Also, is that like that doesn't feel like a real win?
It does not, but we are not everybody, and like everybody thinks differently, and like if they want to take their shallow victories, well, and feel good about it.
I don't think anyone really feels good about it.
Yeah, probably not.
Like because it is not it is not the it is not the full feeling of accomplishment, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Like when you win in a fair game, you really feel like, oh,
I won.
shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm really freaking good.
Yeah.
When you won by shitting, it's like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't win because you beat the strongest team. You won because shit happened.
Because shit happened.
No, it is like imagine this. Like imagine that you're in a Magic tournament and you're in the final.
Yeah.
And
there was like don't come with Magic me, because there was like a big there's been like multiple big scandals of people cheating in tournaments.
No, I'm not even talking. I'm not talking about a scandal. Like let's say that you're in the final and your opponent just retires, and that's how you win.
Well, it's
still a win, but like you didn't beat him. You know, like there is.
I know.
A win, like even that doesn't involve cheating at all.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
A win is still a win.
Yes.
But like when you look back at it and you say, "Oh, I won," but like, did you really beat the best person? You'll never know.
Yeah, you'll never know. That's correct.
You know, and it's the same type of feeling. Like it's just if you cheated, it's like, did you really beat the people who are in the race?
Not really.
Can't you say that you are the best team?
Yeah, fair enough. That's why. That's
all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why the majority in these competitions there is a lot of public information now, because of that, because of like leaks and security and that sort of stuff. Like now in Magic, like long time ago, for example, to bring the Magic example again, like long time ago in Magic, the deck list for constructed for like the preset decks that you prepare for the tournament were secret, right? And there was a lot of problems with teams scouting deck lists around the floors. And then after a while, like after 2-3 tournaments, there was like a big scandal. And now all the pre-constructed decks are submitted a day before the tournament starts, and all that information is public. So now you know what deck your opponent is playing before you sit down in the table, which makes it much fairer, because it's now your ability of controlling the deck that determines you win, right? So I don't know what is the extent of like public or not public information, and what should go public, or what is your like ability of absolutely keep it secret, you know? Because that's Like leaks are gonna happen like sometimes, and that could ruin the entire situation. I don't know.
Sure, but even if they do happen, like the players should have the integrity to.
That is true. People should have integrity, but sometimes they don't.
I know, but that doesn't change the fact that that you should expect people to have integrity.
Yeah, correct. Especially in these kind of competitions. Yeah. All right. Well, anything else to say about this? Beyond that, I didn't do the first raid of Division 2, and you're gonna tattoo it in my forehead.
No.
All right.
That's...
Okay.
What else can we say?
Yeah, it wasn't a very cool week. Anyways, I think that's it.
That's all for this week's news. With the Sweaty and the Farmer. My name is Lucho, and you can find me on Twitter at @LuisGPolanco.
And I am the Long Name Gamer, and you can find me on Twitter at the Long Name Gamer, and on Twitch on twitch.tv/LongNameGamer, where I stream Mondays to Fridays. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, please. Send us comments, love, and do everything social that help this channel and community and everything grow. And don't forget to love the Sweaty, the Farmer, and the news. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.